Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where the game crashed in the last loading screen. We did manage to get the repairs done, but I just figured it was easier for all involved to just restart and not have like 5 minutes of nothing important happening. Luckily, the game does autosave before we deploy. Unfortunately, looking at the command center here, it looks like the mission that we were doing no longer exists. So we're going to have to choose a different mission, which is a little bit sad. I wish that the game didn't crash, but it's just a reality of RogueTech. It happens now and then. I think we may want to go for this destroy base mission. No satellite coverage? Yeah, we don't have a map. We don't need one. Let's see, that's just a single salvage. Darius doesn't like it, so I'm in. Now, I did have a short lance last time, so I rearranged this. So we're going to want to move our vehicles. Jinx and Scrub are going to, of course, move over into the vehicle lance. The Harasser and J. Edgar, respectively. So Jinx and Scrub. It was one of those missions where we couldn't load one of the leopards. So that's fine. I think we'll bring the Centurion for sure in a destroy base. And honestly, the Chameleon is the correct choice here. So in terms of who we have piloting these, we may want to change a couple of things around. El Duce here, we probably want to move back into the Centurion. I had him in because we weren't bringing the Centurion in the other one. And then the Chameleon, who pilots the Chameleon these days? Lord Dacky? Yeah, Lord Dacky has some skills with it. That'll do. Okay, and then the Guillotine. Arclight, perhaps? Yeah, I think Arclight is okay. We don't really have anybody who currently has skills in the Guillotine unless one of these guys, maybe? Adrenaline? No Tooltip. Tooltip? Yeah, not him. Yeah, I think we just need to get another person going in the Guillotine. It's been mostly Tarbox, but I think this is completely fine. So let's go ahead and deploy this. Yeah, I'm aware the Centurion is slightly underweight. No concerns. I would tell you a little bit more about that other mission, but I honestly don't even know. It crashed on the loading screen before the loading screen loaded, so I don't know what we were going to face. I'm curious. It was supposed to be a straightforward mission according to Darius, so I expect that we probably would have run into, like 200 Comstar units. But we'll never know, unfortunately. So we need to investigate the facility and extract safely. We've just lost contact with one of our facilities, Commander, and we need your help. Earlier today, our facility here on Bell received what they believed was a normal data transmission. It was badly garbled, and when they requested it to be resent, they got no response. Shortly thereafter, the base systems began to malfunction, and then we lost contact with both the base and the synchronous satellites covering that region. We'd like you to investigate. Okay, Darius isn't happy about it because we don't have a map, but we don't need a map, Darius. I'm sure it'll be fine. Boss, there's a garbage signal blasting out of that base's transmitters. Want me to put it through? No, do not let it through. Commander, I suspect the signal contains some kind of virus that caused the facility to go offline. Could also explain the satellite failures. Okay, people, don't answer any calls from outside our secure comms. Commander, Darius, if I'm right, that base will need to be completely destroyed. Acknowledged, Dr. Murad. Commander, once you've dealt with the base, Meyer will be on station to pick you up at this LZ. Okay. Only 2 buildings at the base? Noted. 4 turret emplacements. Can we drop here? Not quite. We could maybe drop over this way, though. I don't like this drop position. Like, I think things are going to get stuck. Maybe over here? Yeah, this'll do. Hopefully nothing will get stuck over here. Okay, we do see an enemy mech up here. We don't really know what it is. What can we move? The Chameleon? Okay. Let's move the Chameleon up and get eyes on. Pedal to the metal. That looks like a Jaeger? perhaps? Well, we can go ahead and fire a pot shot here. I don't expect to get much. Like a rifleman or something along those lines. A direct fire support unit, for sure. We'll see what he does. Whole lot of nothing. Okay. Noted.
Standing by.
The assassin will close in over this direction, and this is not a terrible position to be, I suppose. Yeah.
Taking the shot.
We'll take the shot and get nothing out of it. I didn't expect anything, to be honest.
Negative damage. Repeat.
It's completely
Negative
fine.
damage.
Okay. Some sort of an LRM boat over here. That is apparently off sensors. Perhaps an elemental or something?
Yep.
We're going to position the guillotine here. We are in rough terrain, that is noted. And we're just going to potshot this rifleman here.
Aye, aye. Engaging target.
Okay, 12 damage. Not great, but not the worst.
Standing by.
The J. Edgar is going to make its way as up here as it can. Ooh, that's a rear arc.
Understood. Moving fast.
Okay, we see that there's a gladiator up here. Noted. And this is indeed a rifleman.
Sweet.
I want to check to see if it's a laser or autocannon variant. Fire all you want on that J. Edgar. Okay, this is a laser variant rifleman. Perfect. That means we can heat it up with our vehicles and do, frankly, altogether too much harm to it. We're going to use the AoE flamers at this range. Whole lot of nothing there?
I missed.
Really? You missed with AoE flamers. That's impressive. Yeah, please, attack the harasser. What could possibly go wrong for you?
Ready for order.
Okay, the hunchback is going to make its way up over this way. I want to close in a bit more. We're not going to be able to fire, and that's okay.
Orders.
The Centurion is going to position over here,
Got it.
and I want to drop direct fire on the rifleman.
Acknowledged.
Ooh, that was a solid hit. I liked that. That was really, really nice.
Good to go.
Okay, our blackjack. I would love to position it differently, but unfortunately, I'm just going to move it up over into here. We know that there's multiple enemies over here. That looked suspiciously like mine deployment.
That could have been worse.
Damage minimal.
And no damage to the harasser from that missile. That's a thumper. Okay.
Getting banged up pretty good.
Noted.
Lots of armor.
Okay, so the assassin is going to move up to here.
Roger, Skipper.
And that gives us a sensor on an Orion and a battle axe. Noted. Those are big boys. There's no doubt about that.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
Let's light up that rifleman. It's a lower leg destruction and a knockdown, perhaps? Just very close. The rifleman moves now, unfortunately. And it's going to try to melee the harasser. It missed. With everything. And that's going to be a lot of heat. Yeah, that's definitely a lot of heat for it.
I hear ya.
The chameleon. Can we actually kick this guy in the rear arc? No, we can't. We can move into his rear arc, though. That gladiator runs pretty hot as well. Okay. Light up this rifleman's rear arc. It wasn't as good as I had hoped, in all honesty.
Yeah. Critical hit.
That could have been worse.
Okay. The J. Edgar is going to make its way over here into rear arc of this Orion.
Warning. Enemy reinforcements detected.
Picking up some mech signatures. Looks like Lyran livery. Okay. No idea if the Lyran forces are part of an attack or additional victims of the signal. Okay. So where are they? Ah, they're up here. A Hawkmoth, a Warhammer. Noted. This is some heavy, heavy mechs that we're up against. Okay. Well, we'll heat up that Orion a little bit. Phase 16 is this Gladiator moving. I expect that they're going, oh, for the Guillotine, and they missed everything. Fascinating.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, the Blackjack is going to move up over this way. I'm actually going to sprint for better LOS.
Sprinting.
And we're going to fire on that Rifleman's rear arc. That's a big hit there.
Another hit like that and you're toast.
Standing by.
Okay, the Hunchy is also going to move up here.
On it.
And we're also going to hit the Rifleman. I want this thing dead.
Firing.
There we go. One dead Rifleman.
Tango down.
Okay, phase 15. That Orion just moved and did not fire.
Aye, aye.
I'm 1,000,000% okay with that. I wouldn't mind firing on that Orion or potentially on the Jaeger and Quick Draw up here. That Thumper turret has me concerned. Oh, that's actually a Railgun artillery emplacement. That's a Sniper artillery emplacement. That definitely has me concerned. Okay, we're going to switch over to indirect mode, for sure. And maybe we need to start working on this. Let's see. A Railgun artillery emplacement is, I think, our biggest concern right now. It's also that Sniper artillery. They have the same amount of armor.
Engaging the target.
I'm reading heavy damage to an enemy
Okay,
structure.
that's not ideal. Battle Axe moves up, fires on our Blackjack, softens it up pretty good, honestly.
Whoa! Easy on the armor, buddy.
Indeed.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, the Harasser is going to come in behind this Gladiator,
Order acknowledged.
and we are going to heat this guy right on up.
All weapons are go.
Okay, 3 hits there. Nice heat. That's what we want to see. The Guillotine is going to step up over this way a little bit.
Let's move.
We only have LOS on this Jaeger. Our hit odds are pretty bad, but I'm going to give it a go here and sink a little heat. That was close.
Targeting.
We would be absolutely fine without these Lyrans for sure.
They've got a sensor.
The Lyrans are definitely concerning me. Okay. They actually hit the Harasser there. I mean, it's only 2 evasive pips, so that's not super shocking.
I've been sensor
2
locked.
sensor locks. That's fantastic. Okay. I'm really happy with how that all turned out. I would love to move into the rear arc of this Gladiator. Unfortunately, it'd be turning our back to these Steiner units. The question is that okay? We could move right here, and it would kind of be side arc. Alternatively, we could stay put and punch this guy. I feel like we have to get rid of him. The Chameleon may take a big hit for this, but we'll see.
Systems recycling for another shot.
Okay. Phase 20. Quick Draw moves up, fires on our Assassin. Okay. His heat is building up, so that is reasonably fine. Jaeger moves up, also fires on the Assassin. Oh, double Gauss hits. That's bad
Armor
luck.
breach. Internal damage.
That is some bad luck right there. Okay, noted. Noted.
Yes, Commander.
The Jaeger is going to move in behind the Battle Axe here, I think. This is only 3 evasive pips.
Firing full combat.
And we're going to heat this guy on up. Okay. Firing on the Hunchy? That's fine. I don't care about that. And he just failed a shutdown override. Okay. The assassin is going to engage up over here. This is on the right torso, so I would like to expose the left side a little harder here. And we're going to fire on this quick draw. Quick draws aren't super well armored, so we may be able to do some hefty damage to it here. Okay, that was reasonable, and we got a head hit. Hawkmoth moves up. They've got some heavy guns. There's no doubt about that. We're a little bit outclassed here. I'm quite comfortable saying that. We could engage these guys over here with the Hunchy. I would like, ideally, to finish off this guy. Go for those head hits if you can.
Engaging with target.
Okay, there's an arm destruction.
Target's taken a critical hit.
It's not too bad. The Orion moves over, fires on the guillotine, does a little bit, but that's not too big of a deal. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Our Blackjack can come over this way and start engaging these guys a little bit. Like, it can move to here in Vigilance. And then we could fire on... Honestly, the Battle Axe is slightly better odds. But I think, well... No, I think we will go for the Battle Axe here. Okay. A Heatsink Destruction with a through armor crit there. Not bad. Not bad.
What do you need?
I'd love to have the Guillotine also be engaging these guys. So we're going to bring up the Guillotine. And we're going to hit this Battle Axe. I think we're going to not fire 2 Clan Medium Pulse Lasers here. Ah, we missed the PPC. Sad. Okay.
Standing by.
It's the Centurion's move right now. And we're going to fire on this quick draw with direct fire sniper artillery. Ooh. Not a good hit there.
I'm taking some serious
I think we did more damage to our assassin than we did to the quick draw, and that was really, really bad. I was not expecting to hit down here.
I'm receiving you.
Okay, the harasser has to come up here now.
Affirmative.
We have no real choice, and we have to heat up this quick draw.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Couple of hits there, 39 heat, and it's in fire. The Battle Axe, this was expected, that the Battle Axe fires on the Blackjack. That's why we Vigilanced it. Yikes. Interesting. Barrage incoming here.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Noted. The J. Edgar may eject because of panic here. Okay. Phase 21.
Commander?
Who moves in Phase 21? They're Hawkmoth and they're Jaeger, of all things. Okay. Noted. We're going to move into this position. This is in cover. Actually, we're going to move in, like... This is 2 evasive pips. Okay. We're going to move into this position. It's in cover just outside of the barrage. We can fire on the Orion.
Got it.
Like that. The AC-5 is now unjammed. This is where our assassin regrets its life choices. Indeed. It's a leg destruction. We're probably going to want to eject the assassin. I really do think, yeah, we want to eject the assassin as soon as we can. The Hawkmoth moves up, also attacks the assassin. Oof. Torso destruction. I'd love to eject the assassin. We're not going to get the chance. We're going to lose everything here. All because our Centurion can't hit. Very nice. Okay. We're going to get in behind the Gladiator here. This would be a very slight overheat. I accept this.
Locked on. We're on.
The Gladiator's running a primitive engine. It somehow survived that.
Critical hit.
We hit literally every single one of those. 9 HP. Okay.
What can I do for you?
The Chameleon's also going to come in over here. Maybe that'll distract these guys into attacking the Chameleon.
Take this.
Okay, get that Gladiator out of there.
Gotcha.
Okay. Quick Draw moves up, and it attacks the Assassin. Yep. That was expected. The pilot's okay. Hopefully the Assassin is reparable, but man, there's not much left. And it is all because of that Centurion shot. We're going to move up with the Centurion, and we're going to continue firing on the Quick Draw here.
Firing on target.
Now we hit it. Battle Axe is overheated. It really didn't do that much to the Blackjack there. And it overheated itself and failed the shutdown override. Okay, that's good. We're now going to come up and engage these guys with the Scrub as well, or with the Jaeger as well. So up we come.
Full speed, no target.
And we are going to fire the medium laser at this Hawkmoth, not that we expect much there. Surely that guy's about out of ammo, though. Okay, the Orion comes up, attempts to melee the Blackjack. He actually misses. And he doesn't fire.
Standing by.
Fascinating. Okay, we're going to move up here for the purpose of evasive pips and go after this Warhammer. Get him in that rear arc.
Fire in.
Okay, good hits there. Unfortunately, this guy apparently has really good heat sinks. Noted. We're going to move up with the Guillotine, and I'd love to get up into a slightly better position than this. Unfortunately, this is about the best we've got. And we're going to fire on the Orion here, I think. We do fire the Bolt-on, absolutely. And maybe we don't fire this medium pulse laser. I think we do. Okay.
SRMs are out.
There's some damage to that guy.
Heat levels.
They're firing on the Harasser. That's fine. They can do that. They actually did more damage to their Warhammer than they did to the Harasser. AMS on the Hunchy doing work.
Damage minimal.
There's that barrage going off. And it hit these guys, but very weakly.
Good to go.
Okay. The Chameleon is now going to respawn up over this direction. And we're going to get into position over here. And the Chameleon is going to fire on this Quick Draw. Now, we don't want to fire this ER medium, but everything else is fine. As a structure exposure on the Quick Draw. That's good.
Critical hit, Commander.
Okay, he backs off. Fires on the Chameleon. Does a fair amount there. Okay.
Yikes. That hit hard.
That is completely fine. Now the Jaeger is going to make its way up over this direction. 4 evasive pips. 6 evasive pips. We're going to go after the Warhammer. Light him up. Okay, we got nothing there.
No luck.
Okay, the Jaeger moved into fire. Ow.
You can see daylight through my armor.
The Jaeger is now shut down due to heat. Warhammer moves up. Doesn't do anything. That Jaeger is definitely prone to overheats. That is noted. Who's their other phase 20 mover? The Quick Draw. Actually the Hawkmoth. Okay, going for the Hunchy. Man, those hurt.
Orders.
Okay, well, the Hunchy is going to make his way up over this direction. We'll just position like this.
All right, full speed.
And we're going to fire on that quick draw, I think. Yeah, the Jaeger's shut down, but we still don't have good hit odds on it. I'm going to not fire the medium pulse laser or this medium laser for purposes of dropping a little heat. Okay, 50 damage into the quick draw. That'll do. And with that, this is clearly going to take a while, so I do need to put a cut in here. I'm going to go ahead and do that in next episode. We'll see if we can pull this one off. It's going to be interesting. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.